Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Let's Play Morrowind, where previously we began making our way north to the Ursulaku camp via the Foyard Banidad, which we're stood in the middle of right now. We also visited the Tower of Shishi, where we rescued a Telvanni wizard from some intruding Redoran soldiers. We killed all the soldiers and looted a bunch of books before realizing that the wizard was in fact alive, but hidden inside a safe room. We're now leaving before he figures out that we've nicked a bunch of his books. To the north here, towards the end of the Foyada, will be a way out which will take us east across to the Ursulaku camp. But before we do that, we can actually level up. It wouldn't be a bad idea to just sort of sit down here a minute and do that as well. Never mind, we'll do that later. Maybe when we reach the Ursulaku camp. However, first I'm going to check out this Dweller Ruin, because it's right there. It's right there, daring me to go into it. And, It's dead. Good. However, I suspect we're about to get stuck in a pincer attack from these cliff races here, so let's just go ahead and deal with them. When you're ready, Bill. It'll eventually get down here. There we go. That's one down. You can stay up there if you like. And you can I have a feeling you're probably stuck in that tree right now, so I'm just going to move along. You will need to be dealt with, though. Well done. And I think I might... just for good measure. It's interesting that you can heal undead with healing magic. It's not like in D&D where it'll... trying to heal undead will actually damage them. Is there a way into this place, or is it just sort of here? Is there a door? I'll be very disappointed if there isn't a door. Although I can't help but notice there's another bit a bit further on. That might be the same ruin, and it's just the way in is elsewhere. Which would imply that it's quite an extensive ruin, actually. Or perhaps the door is on the other side of the Foyada. If that's the case, then, well, we'll have to just check it out another day. And I begin to suspect that is indeed the case. I don't see a doorway in here anywhere unless that right there. A little alcove. Come on, there's got to be a way up here without me having to levitate. Yes, spam the jump key. There we go. No, it wasn't a way in. Okay. Well, at least I checked. What about this bit further down here? Oh, there's a cave as well. Look at that. Bonus cave? Don't mind if I do, although there's quite often very dangerous things in caves. Shah Adnius. Well, let's give it a go. See what lies within. This close to Red Mountain in the Ashlands, I would not be surprised if it's full of 6th health cultists, although I don't see any red candles yet, so... Alright, let's just take advantage of our telekinesis gauntlet. And, oh, it's a Nyx Hound. Whoa, hello. Okay, it's more than just Nyx Hounds here by the sounds of it. There's an angry Nord as well. Well done, Bill. Got the killing blow there. A Nord that cannot be looted. There we go. Boromir was his name. He had a key, a ring of Iron Hand, some gold, a bow, and a Chitin war axe. Yes, I know it's pronounced chitin. Well then. Whoa, okay. I thought maybe you were a prisoner because you were behind a locked gate, but I guess not. Imperial Newt Scale Cuirass. Detect creatures, huh? Well, I've never encountered one of these newts that the Newt Scale Cuirass is either made of or named after, you know? Armor rating 11. I assume, yeah, 22 for my Dark Brotherhood Cuirass. Although, is it worth much? With an armor rating of 11, I can only assume no. 75, nah. I'll probably only get like 40 gold for it. Guar milk. Restores fatigue and health. Just go ahead and drink some, I suppose. Restore strength quality is an excellent potion to have lying around. Slave key. So they're slavers. Well, that explains it. Ooh. Let's open this up, shall we? Somehow, I'm gonna have something here that can knock. There we go. Just in the interest of practicing my alteration magic, you know. Oh dear. Better try the other robe of alteration then. Hello, slaves. You are now free. It would be cruel, even by my standards, to just leave you in here with your captors dead. To starve to death. There's a lot of you in here. My goodness. Now, I suggest you all get out of here and take your revenge on the slavers somehow.
What was that?
Was that all of you? Okay, I think that was all of you. Good stuff. Alright. You're welcome, by the way. Feel free to repay me later in life with golden riches. In the meantime. Oh, that's a dead end. Anywhere else to this place? Before we explored it all. This passageway I don't think we've gone down yet. Ah. Hello. Would you like to die?
Run now.
I thought you might. What's this? Second barrier belt. I'm pretty sure I've already got a couple of those. Restful belt. Alright. Sujama. Useful stuff, don't you know? Not as good as in the vanilla game, though, unfortunately. In fact, I'm actually going to put it back. Moon sugar. Another key. Some marshmallow. You can make potions with marshmallow. Although right now, Bill's carrying all my alchemy stuff, so yeah, I don't really need any more potions right now anyway. I'll take your pocket change. What's in that sack? More gold. We'll never say no to free gold. Alright. Our work is done here. My curiosity has been satisfied and some slaves have been freed. Everyone's a winner. As soon as I find a click spot for that lantern. Right. Ah, something wants us dead. Very good. I don't know why they had Nyx hounds in there. That's one part of it that I don't quite get. I guess maybe they tried to domesticate them or something. You're going to need to be dealt with, aren't you? Ah. You deal with that, Bill. When you're ready. I'm going to look for a way into this place. Come on, Bill, it's on your cliff racer. It's not even blighted. Okay, Whoa. Why don't I ascend this hill here so we can get a better view of it? Well, there's a way in, it's not on this side. Same goes for that one. Irritating. Actually, there probably was a way in once upon a time, but it's been sort of buried under all the ash. Shame we didn't bring a shovel. Well, let's continue on our way. Ah. How are you doing health-wise? You were doing fine. But I'm improving my restoration magic every time I do that, so it's never a waste. Not that it's one of my main skills, but it's a useful one to have. The less I have to rely on potions, the better. Okay, right. I think this is where we need to be, because if we go a bit further down there, there should be a shipwreck, as was described to us. Indeed, there it is. Suppose we better go check it out, see if there's anything valuable in it. I am doubtful, but you never know. Good luck following me here, Bill, to be honest, mate, but if you can manage it, I'll be impressed. Well, that's locked. Let's see if we can do something about that. Where's my lantern? That didn't help much. We have a Grand Soul Gem. They're always useful to have. If I run across an Ogrim Titan, I'll try and get a Grand Soul in that, I think. Or a Winged Twilight. Or a Golden Saint. What was that potion? Water breathing. Do I have it as a spell? I do. Yeah, I don't need that then. Hello, Skooma. You're a pain in the bum to sell, so I'm not going to take you. What's in the hold? A skeleton, and it's not one of mine. Although it doesn't seem particularly bothered by my presence, so, okay. Parastarless flesh. It paralyzes and cures paralyzation. There is a lower level as well. I say, skeleton, hello. Okay, I should not have disturbed you, I apologize. As I said, the AI in this game is strange. Oh, okay, we're underwater. Anything good down here that was worth getting soaked over? Not really. Yeah, no, this is a bit of a waste of time. But I suppose had we not come down here, we would never have met the strange skeleton. That was altogether pretty indifferent to us until we tried to talk to him. Just gonna hop off here. There we go. I'm sure you'll figure this out eventually, Bill. Even if it's just by teleporting. There we go. Right then. Sidetracked once again, but we're slowly making our way to our objective. Oh, hello. Can we avoid you? Or do I need to nuke you with some magic? Speaking of magic. Aha! Look at that view. And indeed, yep, the ruins go to the other side. Which is probably where you find the way in. Another cave. Look at that. I wonder if it connects to the ruin. They are very close to each other, aren't they? And look, we found the northern coast. There it is. The Sea of Ghosts. Ibar Dad. Well. Curiosity never killed anyone, right? Whoa. That's very creepy, dude. Ooh, it's a glowy crystals kind of a cave. And there's a dead scamp. What killed the scamp? I wonder. Now you die, she says. We'll see about that. I think not. I thought briefly there for a second about letting Bill deal with it. You can deal with that. And then I thought to myself, you know what? She could cast a really powerful spell and just nuke him in one hit. It wouldn't be unheard of. Do you guys have any scamp skin? Nah. Not that I think scamp skin's particularly useful, but I was just curious. Well, this was clearly a mine at some point. Dharma Andaris. You are now exceptionally dead. You had a crossbow, and you definitely deserve to die. Oh, hello. Alright, stand back. Did you just fall off something, Bill? It sounded like you did. Oh, another copy of that. And another copy of it. I don't have that edition. I'll take it. Yeah, I think you were falling off, weren't you? You did it again. Good heavens. Yeah, you took some serious damage from that. Just calm down, alright? Hello.
You're defeated.
I thought you might. Keep people really can't quite decide if they want to kill us these days, do they? They sort of size us up a bit first, like, hi, I walk through the door. Maybe they're just standing there utterly surprised. Maybe that's it. They're just absolutely taken aback with surprise and only respond a few seconds later. Weird. Oh dear, you've glitched out again, haven't you? Well, we'll fix that in a minute. Elante's notes and a key and a ring of night eye. Very useful, that actually. I think I'll stick with the spell of night eye for the most part, if only because it continues to level my illusion, but useful. Okay, here we go. At last, after these many years of searching, I'm sure I've located the proper caverns. The crystals are just as the stories describe. Wrapped in crystalline embrace, the silver-pierced brow of the traitors shall ward his sleep. This must be the place. This must be Mordrin Hanin's tomb. Budama and I have established quarters here. No one shall steal my discovery. To imagine what treasures are hidden within this stone. Those guild fools mocking my studies. The powers I shall unleash upon their miserable skins. Tomorrow we will summon workers to begin excavation. The summoning was successful, although Budama lacks concentration. We nearly had a storm atronach, but our poor skills allowed it to escape. We shall make do with vermin. To think of the earth we could have riven with the atronach. Now we are forced to watch the scamps scrape the surface with picks and shovels. Hideous, miserable creatures. Otherworldly vermin bastards. Fodder for my cauldron. Scamps are the most untrue of servants. I should enlist the efforts of the giant rats of the wilderness and have greater success. Whining, thieving, lazy, and treacherous. Scamps. One attempted to flee, stealing a number of potions in his flight. I made short work of him. That'd be the dead one by the exit. Perhaps the others will think deeply before following his path. Unfortunately, I was unable to locate one of my best potions of rising force. Success! I discovered the traces of worked stone, which, when inspected closely, were obviously of Daedric workmanship. You should just tunnel into the ruins next door. After great effort and much moving of earth and stone, the remaining blockage fell away with a great splash into a pool of loathsome water. The foul and noisome air, which escaped, clearly choked me. The scamps broke into a great frenzy, trying to hurl themselves through the opening, shrieking with either terror or joy. The creatures are clearly insane. I've been forced to erect a gate at the opening. The scamps still attempt to escape into its maw. I've placed Budama as sentry to monitor the worthless creatures. Perhaps they'll tear her to pieces in her sleep. No, I still require her talents for the upcoming search. The baleful effects of this place are telling on me. I've only just managed to distill some potions to aid us in our endeavour. Soon, though, we will empty the chambers and finally realise a life's ambition. Still, though we find the tomb, it may be for naught if we cannot locate the Key Guardian. Sometimes I hear voices in my dreams calling on Mordin's name. Is it terror or adulation? The Key Guardian? The devil is that? Whoa! Hello, Grandmasters Alembic! Don't mind if I do! What a nice piece of kit indeed! What's in this one? Corpse Preparation Volume 3, Arcade the Enemy, some paper, and I'm going to take those because she mentioned something about having to brew potions for some sort of specific purpose. So, on the off chance I need some spell absorption or spell reflect. Okay, so here's the gate. My illusion decreased. That's why I do it. That's why we use the, okay. Or I destroy another lantern. Sploosh. And let's take some precautions here. Bill, are you going to be able to follow me down here? Well, we'll certainly find out. Okay. Oh my days. Okay. Can't see what I'm doing, but oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. I've blundered my way into something really nasty here, clearly. Health. Potions. How many of you are there? I can't see you properly, but... Okay. I am nearly dead, and I suspect so are you. Health 49, yeah. Oh god. Right, I can't see anything. Now I can see what I'm doing. Okay, right. Dear me. Right, you are not dead, Bill. By some miracle. You did not die in that encounter, either from them or me accidentally hitting you, because I couldn't tell the difference between you and a Dremora back there. I really couldn't. It was all just blurs and shapes and silhouettes in the dark. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm just going to use a potion here. Right. In fact, I'm going to use a magic potion as well. I'm getting impatient. Alright, Frost Atronach. Dremora Lord. With a Dwemer Spear. A Dremora Markinaz. With a Dremora Batlax. Restore willpower quality. And naturally I shall cut out your heart. For I am the victor. It felt like there were more than that. Perhaps they summoned an additional one. That might be what happened. Okay, that is trapped and locked. Level 75! Oh man, I don't think I can get through that. I don't think I have anything that... Oh, no. Oh, actually, no, I think I can if I use one of these. It is trapped, though. Probably with quite a potent trap, so I should probably stand back before I open that. Alright. Are you a Golden Saint? You are a Golden Saint. Do you know what that means? Enjoy being soul trapped. I have trapped a soul. A Grand Soul Gem, Golden Saint. That, Bill, my dear friend. And minion. Interesting that you didn't disappear after you were killed. Fascinating. As a reward for your services, Bill, take this Indoril shield. There you go. Best medium armor in the game, that, I think. Well, I don't know, actually. Maybe adamantium's better. I can't remember. Either way, quite the treasure trove we found here. And that Grand Soul Gem, when combined with one of these very valuable rings and things, like this extravagant Star Sapphire ring, for example, I could create a really, 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 really incredible item with that. Could, being the operative word here. Doing so with an enchanter will cost me almost a fortune, and doing it myself would require a very high enchanting skill. Now, there is a sneaky way around that, however, but it requires me to get my hands on quite a rare spell. Because there is a spell effect in the game that will allow you to buff a skill. So what you can do is you can create a Fortify Enchant spell, and you can do it like 100 points for 1 second on the self. And of course, when you go into the enchanting menu, by basically equipping a soul gem, like that. I wish to do neither of these things, but yeah. Just to demonstrate, to be fair, though. You can essentially have like freaking 150 or something enchant for 1 second, but paused in this menu, it means that you have 150 enchant, which means you can just do it. So it's a sneaky way to get around it, but the catch, if there is one, really, it's kind of broken, but there is a little bit of a catch in that the spell effect that you need in order to be able to make that spell in the first place is located only in one very specific location in the game, which we will not actually be visiting anytime soon, I don't think, because it's from one of the expansions. But yeah. For example, though, see, enchantment 0 out of 80, charge 400. Changing the item will change the stats there. For example, this exquisite amulet, 60. This extravagant belt, 10, because it's just a belt. Some items have a lot more than others. Extravagant purple amulet, 80. Murta's ruby amulet. Extravagant shoes, 20. Extravagant sapphire amulet, 30. So you need to pay attention to that. But really, expensive despair amulet. The best one we've got is definitely that ring. 80. That's a lot. So we could make, for example, having a Grand Soul and a Grand Soul Gem allows you to enchant with a constant effect enchantment. It's the only way to do a constant effect enchantment. Everything else has to be a timed thing that you activate. If you use anything less than this. So, for instance, a really cool one to do is, so I can find the effect here. Do you know what? I'm not seeing anywhere. Restore health is what I want. And for some reason, I can't find it. Maybe it depends on the item. Maybe there's some weird mod shenanigans going on here, actually, to be fair. Maybe one of the mods has changed it. Well, that does seem odd. Bound dagger, range self. And there seems to be no duration on it, which is what leads me to believe that it's a constant effect type thing. Yeah, see, I remove that soul gem, it now has a duration. If I add the Grand Soul Gem, it no longer... Wait. Delete. Bound dagger. Oh no. Duration's back. Weird. Weird. If I reselect the item. This is all moot anyway, because I can't do it, but, Feather. Self. Interesting. That's, Grand Soul Gem. Maybe it's not powerful enough. Maybe it's not powerful enough. I thought a Golden Saint would be powerful enough, but maybe it's not. Night Eye? I could give Night Eye to someone on target. I don't know why I would do that. Yes, you were playing with the multiplayer mod for OpenMW, I suppose. And you could give an ally Night Eye, but... Okay, yeah. Oh, no, here we go. Constant effect. That's how we do. I'm sure people have been yelling at the screen now for a good 5 minutes. There we go. We switch it to constant effect, which we're allowed to do because the soul gem is powerful enough and the item is good enough, I think. So we switched that to constant effect. We could have a constant effect shield like the amulet we're currently using. We could have detect key, detect enchantment, detect animal. We could have constant bound dagger. Constant effect bound dagger all the time. Constant effect Night Eye. Weird how it has Night Eye has range and magnitude and stuff. Well, yeah, of course it's magnitude, but the area is an interesting one. I didn't realize Night Eye had area. Curious. What else could we have? Could we summon constantly summon a Storm Atronach with this thing? Range self, constant effect. Could that be? I'd never tried it before, you know. Actually, we couldn't, because the enchantment's not high enough. Damn! I need to find something with 100 enchantment. And this clearly isn't it. If there's anything with 100 enchantment in the game, there probably is. Maybe a really, really valuable piece of armor. I could certainly get away with probably a Flame Atronach, though, or a Bone Lord. There you go, yeah. Bone Lord constant effect on self. But yeah. We could try and create that, but we would fail abysmally because our enchantment skill is like not very high at all. It's oh, you know what, actually? Who's our enchant skill? Oh my days, it's actually 20. Wait, hang on a second. Yeah, it's 22. If I'm reading that right. Hold on. Yeah. Our enchant skill is 22. I think that's because actually we've been using lots of enchanted items, and that's why it's actually gone up that much. But still, the chances of us being able to enchant that ourselves are virtually non-existent. And that took way longer to explain and experiment with than I thought it would, but never mind. Anyway, if we took that to an enchanter, we could get it done, but it would cost us a ton of money. Still, maybe worth considering. The constant effect Bone Lord following me around? I mean, it'd be kind of fun. He'd be completely disposable in a way that you're not. Oh, that's rubbish. Rubbish as well. What's in there? There's Ondusi's key. 225 gold, not bad. And here we have ancient silver daggers. Poison 10 to 20 points for 5 seconds when strikes. That's quite good, you know. That's actually pretty good. Worth 100 each. And then this. And then I guess this is the tomb then, huh? A Daedric battle axe. Which weighs 52. 36 lessons of Vexem and 16. My axe skill increased. Mystery of Talara, part 3. A Daedric Face of Inspiration. Now that's an item you could probably enchant. Let's actually just check that. Why not? That's probably got high enough in enchantment. Actually, no, it's only 75. Colour me very surprised indeed. It's a Daedric face of complete surprise. A Daedric shield. Daedric bat. Out of curiosity, Bill. Where's your heavy armor skill? It's 48. It's the same as your medium armor skill. Ooh. Enjoy your Daedric shield and Daedric helmet. You do look pretty creepy with that, I must admit. The corpse has nothing but bone meal and a Daedric battle axe. I need the lantern back, please. It's worth 7,000, but it weighs 52. Also, a Daedric staff. Alright, we should probably try and get these open, huh? Wow, on the first attempt, look at that. And trapped. I didn't get out of the way first. Silly me. I'll take these gemstones and gold, though. And an ebony war axe, look at that. A little too heavy to justify at this point, unfortunately. Chest of fire. Yeah. Okay, I've been over-encumbered by some... Dread Curse. That's very annoying. Luckily, I picked up a potion for just such a situation. There we go. Right, stand back, Bill. You're not over-encumbered, are you? No, good. My character may never use... I may never use heavy armor, which means I will never use Daedric armor myself, but you, Bill, you can use Daedric armor. Seems I have yet found a use for Daedric armor in this game with this character. That's actually quite exciting. The Daedric battle axe less so, though, because you're not that great with axes. In fact, you're not that great with swords. But you are still better with swords than axes. Well, it looks like we're done here. Let's see a bloody thing. Right. Lovely new helmet. By lovely, I mean horrifying, of course. I think I've got some Daedric gauntlets at home, you know. I'll have to check next time we go back there. Right, I've definitely got everything, haven't I? Definitely? Okay. Let's get out of here.